We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Let's go start off with these questions here. Dan. Dan has a desktop computer system. He'd like an excellent 2.0 speaker setup to play lossless and high-res audio. He'd like a USB connection. He isn't sure if he should opt for self-powered monitors or a DAC amp setup with regular passive speakers. What should he go for? Either self-powered or something that he has to power. He doesn't need it to play very loud, of course not, because it's desktop. Physical space and budget are both limited. So small, excellent sound, not too expensive. What do we recommend? Well, until you said price is a problem, there's the KEF monitors that are fantastic. Before you said that, that was what I was like, this guy wants good sound in a desktop system. The little, what do they call, like the ones, reference ones or something like that? They have like the weird name.
It is reference something, yeah.
Yeah, but they are these little self-powered, not little, they're little via bookshelf standards, but not tiny. And they are fantastic, but I think they're like $1,500 a pair or something.
Yeah, they do not fit the limited budget criteria.
No, that's where. So I use the Audio Engine something, and I like them.
So they have several, but
they have several. I don't remember which one I have, but I don't think it matters that much in his setup. I think that the one that fits your budget and has, because you can plug in USB, not a problem.
Yep.
You can plug in 3.5 out from your headphone, which is what I do with mine because it's just easier. There's lots of options there, and they're self-powered, and they sound good, and they have different sizes and colors, and they're meant to be on the desk. I like them.
Yeah.
I would go with them.
Yeah, hearing what he wanted to do with this Audio Engine was my first choice for sure. The A2 Plus are their small ones. They're $250 a pair. Would certainly fit the bill here. They have all the connections that you want. You don't need to mess around with any sort of complicated setup. Just plug them in via USB, plug them into the wall for power, and you're good to go. So that's
I don't know if they still make them, but Swan made a number of desktop speaker systems that were larger and not.
That's a callback.
That is, you can still find them. I know that because I've seen them kind of popping around, and they are very, very good desktop speaker brand. A lot of times you'll see the tweeter on the bottom. They're using that reflection off of the bottom, and they'll be raked back as well. So they're using that reflection off the table or something. I don't know. Anyways, I've liked them. If you can find them used in a place or something, that might be an option to look into. Much bigger, though. Generally speaking, much bigger. Dan would also like a display in his bedroom. Right now he's using a 40-inch TV, but he's about 13 feet away, so he'd like a much larger display. Think about a 100-inch projection setup. But if he goes that route, he'd have to have the projector on a stand directly below the screen, meaning that he's looking for an ultra-short throw projector setup. Are there any affordable ultra-short throw options? And should he worry about going any higher than 1080p? All of his sources are 1080p anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Wow, dude, I'll be honest with you, I don't love ultra short throws are fine, but they are generally pretty expensive, and they are business class for the most part. So you're thinking to yourself a lot of the times, unless they're not business class, in which case they are really expensive if they're home theater. Like the home theater ultra short throw, they're like, hey man, how do you feel about a Lexus? Because that's what it's going to cost you. They are really expensive. So is it really necessary for you to have this thing be that close? We can't put it on a shelf up high. We can't hang it from the ceiling upside down. We can't put it on the top of a bookshelf across the room from what you're projecting on. Because I gotta believe you can make something like that happen. I really do. And you will save yourself like a bazillion dollars and get a much better quality, I think, of picture than you're gonna get and projector and then you're gonna get with an ultra short throw. Though I'm sure Rob has
I have one suggestion that I think sort of fits what he's looking for. I do agree, though, if you are able to work out a ceiling mount or a rear shelf mount, I mean, maybe he doesn't want something hanging over his bed just in case something ever fell down. I can understand that. Or maybe it's an ambient light situation and he's just thinking he wants an ultra short throw projector with an ambient light rejecting screen, which can work very well with a if it's designed specifically because you know exactly where the light is coming from below there. So there are reasons for it, but yeah, in general, ultra short throw projectors are kind of either or. They're either like really small XGA resolution lit by LEDs meant purely for, you know, portable business purposes, or they're a $50,000 or $60,000 4K laser driven Sony or something like that. And it's kind of these two extremes. Interestingly, over at Projector Central, they did point out one model. It's 1080p resolution. They say it has pretty darn good video quality from NEC. And NEC, of course, makes business class ultra short throw projectors as well. But they have one model in particular, the U321H, goes for about $1,800, so $1,800 most places you can find it. So that's not crazy expensive. It's got 1080p resolution.
Yeah,
it does good video.
$1,800, you can get like a really nice 1080p projector from across the room. That's going to be a lot quieter. It's going to be, you know, I mean, you're going to be able to take it from where you have it to someplace else a lot easier. I mean, I don't know. I would. The other option, of course, is just like do something with this 40-inch screen so that you can move it towards you. You know what I mean?
That could be a long. With 13 feet, what kind of a telescoping mount are you talking about?
Can you imagine? It would be like those punching gloves in like the Bugs Bunny cartoons and the Roadrunner cartoons all the way across the room. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's something like that.
No, so
I'm not saying. But there are stuff like that where you mount it onto the foot of your bed and then you pull it up.
I suppose.
You know.
I mean, yeah, I would. If you're set on ultra short throw, then I'll point you to this NEC, the U321H. It seems like the most reasonable choice at a fairly reasonable price. Otherwise, yeah, I do have to agree. If you can go a regular projector and ceiling mount it, then yeah, that might.
Or
be.
Just put it on top of a bookshelf. I'm telling you, man, you can make this work. You can make this work. Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.